Signia Styletto, the first fashion hearing aid in the world. Design: a new approach with Styletto. Whether we are talking about the clothes we wear, the vehicles we drive or the accessories we use every day, everyone is concerned about style and fashion. As time goes by, aesthetics become more important to users. The medical field is following the trend. Of course, we think of eyeglasses, but not only that. The search for style and modernity is also important in the field of hearing aids. In addition to being more and more efficient, discreet and functional, hearing aids are becoming more and more aesthetic. Unfortunately, today, hearing aids refer to the notion of disability, bulky, unsightly devices, and are associated with the negative features of old age. It is a stigmatizing image. This is due to the fact that most people with hearing aids today are those who are most handicapped by their hearing loss and/or the elderly. Statistics show this well. 90% of people suffering from a deep loss are fitted, 50% of medium to severe losses are also fitted, while only 10% of light to moderate losses are equipped. The greater the hearing loss, the higher the rate of fitting. On the other hand, if we include the age of patients in this equation, we see that at an equivalent loss 60% of people over 75 years of age are fitted, while only 20% of people between 55 and 65 years of age are fitted. Example for patients with a moderate loss. It can, therefore, be considered that one of the causes of this lack of equipment by patients with mild to moderate loss is this stigmatizing image, but it is also certainly related to the design, i.e. the shape, of the hearing instruments, which has changed only slightly in recent years, limited by the use of a battery common to all hearing instruments. This battery imposes its shape on the design of the devices. But what about devices with a new design? Could we overcome this negative image that hearing aids still convey today? Would it be possible to get closer to the expectations of those people who are not disabled or simply younger people? Would this allow a higher rate of fitting in these categories of people who are still far too poorly equipped today? Signia Styletto by SigniaHearing.com. Style, without compromising on audiological performance. In the past, there have already been many attempts to modernize the design of the devices, to make them more attractive, more elegant. The results have not been conclusive. One of the reasons is that to improve design, audiological performance has been reduced. Although more stylish, these hearing aids have not found their place among hearing care professionals seeking to offer the best possible hearing experience, and rightly so. For example, today, improving the acoustic performance of devices requires binaural information processing. To do without this type of treatment would not be viable for hearing aids, regardless of their style. Styletto by Signia. Modern and elegant, Styletto has been specifically designed to give a new image to hearing instruments. With its innovative shape, Styletto embodies a completely new approach to hearing instruments. Styletto differs from other more conventional hearing aids on the market in style and concept. Although Styletto has a new design, no compromises have been made on audiological performance. The Styletto concept does not stop with its design, it also concerns its use. Styletto is a rechargeable device, equipped with a lithium-ion battery specially developed for its design. And unlike existing products, Styletto is the first one whose shape has not been developed around a stack. By using a specifically designed battery, the designers were able to develop a slim design that makes Styletto such a special device. In addition, Styletto is delivered with a mobile charging and storage case. Very small and discreet, this case has an internal battery that allows you to recharge the devices while they are in storage. It fits easily in a pocket and allows a mobile and very simple use of the Styletto devices. In order to determine the impact that Styletto could have on the image and the choice that potential users of a hearing aid could make, a study was carried out. The aim was to select from a large group, a representative subgroup of the target group targeted by Styletto. In order to determine the degree of the participants' hearing loss, an assessment test was created from a model used for the Mark Track 8 research. This test consists of 15 steps in which the participant must answer questions about his or her hearing on a 5-point scale, 0 to 4. The score will then be the sum of the answers to all the questions and will then be between 0 and 60. For this study, the selected participants are those with a score between 20 and 40, representing a mild to moderate hearing loss typical of the target of the first devices. Among this selection, only patients between 40 and 65 years of age were selected, average of 58 years of age, with an equal distribution between men and women. This selection made it possible to isolate 508 participants representative of a target group, 92% of whom have never worn a hearing aid, 17% have already asked hearing care professionals about it before, and 27% have already performed a hearing test. Attraction and identification. The two key factors in terms of style are attraction and identification. Just think of the Nike logo or a car brand logo to understand the importance of this. In the study conducted with the participants described above, analysis of attraction and recognition associated with Styletto was carried out. The participants were presented with two photos, each of which depicted 4 different hearing aids. On the first photo 3 classic hearing aids and a Styletto, while on the second photo there were 4 hearing aids including 1 motion. A third photo then presented 8 hearing aids of different styles, with Styletto and motion, but also 4 other styles of hearing aids not present in the first 2 photos. The participants had to identify on this third photo the cameras present in the first 2. The motion was recognized at only 47% while the Styletto was recognized at 88%, an excellent identification score. In a second task, participants were invited to look at 2 display cases, each containing 5 devices of different styles, also placed on a display case. Among these devices, there was 1 pure RIC device, 1 silk device and 1 RIC device from the competition. The difference between these 2 windows came from the device positioned in the center. In one case a motion, in the other case a Styletto. Participants were asked to indicate which of the 2 laboratory showcases they would prefer to go to for consultation and information. 84% selected the one with Styletto. These results clearly show that Styletto has a strong appeal and that people remember it. In addition, Styletto can be a real differentiating element for a laboratory in order to attract new users. Preferences of potential users. Another point analyzed in this study is the preference of potential users for choosing a hearing aid. To do this, participants were first asked to choose between a pure hearing aid and a motion hearing aid, the device with which they would like to be fitted. The choice could, therefore, be motion, pure or none of the 2. The majority of patients chose pure, but 24% preferred not to choose anything at all, not recognizing themselves in the offer presented. In a second step, the participants were invited to the same task but this time with an offer integrating Styletto. It can now be seen that the majority of the choice is for Styletto and the proportion of potential users who are undecided or do not recognize themselves in the proposed offer drops from 24% to only 10%. These results clearly show the strong and important impact of Styletto in the preference and purchase decision of the potential users targeted in the first part of this article. It also shows that by integrating Styletto into an offer, you reach a larger target group with a product that suits them better. From the different answers collected from the participants, it can also be concluded that with Styletto the feeling of novelty is important. And that, even for people who are not experts in hearing aids, it appears that Styletto is not just a new hearing aid. It is therefore reasonable to think that if Styletto is not perceived as a conventional hearing aid, the resulting stigma will be much less and can be expected to be adopted more by this segment of the population who are now resistant to hearing aids because they are too stigmatizing. This study was conducted with 500 people and it gave the chance to accurately isolate a study group representative of the target audience for Styletto product. These people, between 40 and 65 years old with a slight to moderate loss, represent a population that today is very, if not too poorly equipped. The results of this study highlighted the important contribution of Styletto to the current traditional offer. Styletto attracts attention and can positively impact the decision of these potential users by offering a differentiating offer in line with their current expectations. Its unique style does not detract from its audiological performance at the highest level, allowing for optimal speech understanding and listening quality. In a compact and easy-to-use format, Styletto is a real revolution in its design and its use in complete freedom thanks to its mobile charging and storage case. The world's first slim RIC hearing aid on the market. With its revolutionary new design, the Signia Styletto is more than just a hearing aid. It is the world's first hearing aid. Developed for people who know what they want and are not afraid to show it. Inspired by successful hearable. Slim design, elegant form, graceful contours, precise fit and high-quality materials. Noble and aesthetic like a jewel. Styletto changes the perception of hearing aids. Become a trendsetter and show your individuality. Signia Styletto makes it easy for you to understand your conversation partners, even in busy places such as a restaurant. the incomparable warmth of live music or the familiar voices of loved ones. With Styletto you can enjoy the most natural hearing in any situation. Styletto helps you to switch off. With the sound of the sea you can hide the stress of everyday life. The integrated tinnitus notch therapy can reduce the perception of tonal tinnitus, for calm, relaxing moments. With 3 modern color variations, Styletto becomes your everyday companion and lifestyle accessory. The charger, power bank and case in one. Signia Charger by signiahearing.com. The new design is made possible by innovative lithium-ion battery technology. Styletto offers up to 19 hours of battery life. Practical and long-lasting, the charger supplied is both power bench and case and holds 3 more chargers ready. Signia Styletto and charger thus offer a total of 76 hours of independence from an external power source. And with the quick charge function, Styletto is ready for 5 hours of use after just 30 minutes. Each Styletto comes as a complete package consisting of 2 hearing instruments, left and right, charger and USB charging cable. Signia Styletto powered by NX technology. No compromises in hearing performance. Signia Styletto features all the proven technologies of the Signia NX platform such as own voice processing, OVP, Ultra HD E2E and is available in 7NX, 5NX and 3NX classes. Styletto is also extremely rugged and IP68 certified. NX technology is also available.